content, please consider subscribing to JTV ASMR. Room service? Of course not. I'm glad to see that we finally made it to the hotel. I just checked my room next door. Quite a swanky little place, I must say. I think this is gonna be a real good business trip once again. It always is when you're with me. It makes it so much better, a lot more tolerable. I swear some of these can be really boring, trying to go on these solo with, well, no one else to kind of chat to and bounce off, just a bunch of stuffy old men and women, and you know how it is. Boring folk, basically. Either way, how you feeling? Well, thank you for letting me know, but, you feeling alright? I just asked 'cause you're looking a little, woozy there. Let me just move it. Whoa, hang on. I got you. I swear I'm getting better at this when it comes to catching you in time. You almost hit the floor. Can't be having that now, can we? You still feeling jet-lagged after the flight? Well, to be fair, it was a long flight. It must have really knocked 7 bells out of you. And the taxi ride could have been a bit smoother. Sorry, I should probably move you instead of just keeping you here in my arm like I'm some kind of overly romantic prince trying to make a move on you. Alright, then let me just lift you up. Here we go. I'll put you in bed myself. There we are. Now, are you sure that you're okay with going through with the business meetings tomorrow and the day after? Because if you're collapsing from jet lag, well, you're gonna be worrying me, you know? Just want to be sure that you're tippity-top and in good condition. But if you're not feeling well, you can sit it out, and I can cover you. What do you think about it? Let me know what you think, alright? Are you absolutely sure about that? Be honest now. If you can't handle it, you let me know, and I'll do all the heavy lifting. Oh, you really are my MVP, aren't you? Alright, but for the rest of tonight, you're gonna be taking it easy and relaxing and chilling, alright? If you don't mind, I'll spend a little bit of time with you. I gotta go on a bit of an important call in a moment, so I'm gonna retreat back to my room in a moment for that, but again, for now, I'll just stick by your side just to make sure that you're okay and that everything's all right with you. Now, I probably should have mentioned that you did bring some clothing for the pool, right? Well, that's a relief because, yeah, did I mention that there was a pool? I think I might have. But I thought that might be a good little distraction for whenever you might be bored. Or maybe needing some, chill-out time to yourself. Or maybe you just want to exercise. Good way to start the morning, you know? There's also a gym. It's in the basement part as well, just like the pool. That's what I'm gonna be heading to every day. Although, I do kind of wonder if they've got enough weights to kind of let me do the old deadlifting stuff, because, well, if they're not going to let me pile on the weight, then I'm not going to be too happy about that. I mean, I could just start lifting the exercise equipment itself, but I think they're probably not going to be too happy about that. Still, at least there's options. There are options in case you want one or the other, or both. If you ever want to do a bit of exercises before or after the business meetings, you just give a shout. I'll gladly join you if you're interested. Well, maybe not so much the swimming. Long story. You need any drinks now? Maybe some water? Or tea? Bit of coffee? Maybe you might like a frizzy drink to treat yourself to? Listen to me, I sound like I really am room service. Well, there's at least a bottle of water there in the mini fridge under the desk. Complimentary, of course. So it's right there in case you might need a little splash, you know? Just to help refresh yourself. Of course, I don't mind walking downstairs to the bar in case you need a drink. Especially if room service is going to take too much time just to get here. I don't mind going myself. If you'd like, I could maybe help order some food. I get that. You know, you almost collapsed there, but the thing is, even when you're almost collapsing, that's no excuse to skip out on a meal. That's a sin in my book. So I don't mind as well maybe ordering something. Maybe I could scour the local restaurant, see if I can get some takeout for you. Either pizza, maybe some Asian cuisine, maybe little bitey bits, you know, those kind of little nibbly kind of treats you can get. Or maybe I could just speak to the staff and see what they got on display for today, right down in that cafe. Ooh, it's a really good cafe, I must say. It looks real swanky, but I don't know if they're going to be able to handle my portion sizes. But I digress, of course. You need anything, you let me know. Again, especially if the staff here gonna take too long. 5 minutes to get you a drink? I don't think so. I'll make it happen in 2. That's my promise for my star employee, of course. You feeling warm enough, by the way? Alright then, alright. I can always reach over for an emergency blanket if that's what you might be after. Good thing these things are all in the cupboard nearby. But I'm sure things are gonna be alright. And you'll be alright as well. I'm here for you after all. I don't want anything bad happening to my star employee. Well, you're more than just a star employee to me, you know. As I say, I could very well call you my, dare I say, bestie. I mean, you've always done good for me, and you've always supported me after all. It's only fair that I reciprocate. I mean, would I have it any other way? Of course not. Of course I want to keep on reciprocating and supporting you. You are 1 in a million. Scratch that, 1 in a billion. Whatever big number comes to mind, you are very unique to me. Not just as an employee, but I suppose you could say as a companion as well. think we need more people like that, you know. So be sure to make me a promise here for old Grimwald. Keep on being yourself. Keep on at it, alright? But of course, I mean every word I say. Oh, and by the way, be sure to make me another promise. Let's go out for dinner sometime when the meetings are over. Nah, I'm just fooling you. You don't have to, of course, but I mean, in a place like this, might be nice to get a meal together before we head on back home, of course. I'll be sure to spoil you. But I insist, though. After all, it's all inclusive. It's all included in the bill, so it doesn't matter how many plates you stack up or how many treats you order. It's all included. So let the treats roll on in, is what I say. But again, if you're feeling too dizzy or woozy or under the weather, you can always let me know. I'm gonna be next door after all in the other room nearby, but I don't mind jumping on over to check on you. Make sure you're safe. I know I'm sounding like an old soppy kind of guy right now, but still, gotta be looking after my star employee here. Again, just drop me a line if you need anything, okay? Alright then, alright. I won't keep on prodding you about it and reminding you. Yeah, I think I already got the message across that I am here. You don't have to go through this alone. Well, I better get to that old call now. I'd rather not be sitting around and having these boring old phone calls, but work is never done, as they say. So I'll just head on to the next room. But again, give a holler or a call. I suppose I could have said gives a collar, but nah, I'm not some kind of poet here. Okay, bad jokes aside, just let me know if you need anything, alright? And be careful if you're gonna climb back out of bed and walk around a bit. If you're gonna be ready to collapse, I want to make sure that I'm there to catch you and carry you back to safety. Comfort of your bed. Okay then. Alright then, my star employee. I'll be popping on by soon enough, but if you end up getting some snooze soon, then I hope you sleep soundly and have a wonderful rest. I'll see you soon.